denizens of the internet. It's Fonsevo. So normally I've done the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines gaming stuff, but figured we'd do something different. Decided this week I would do 7 Days to Die. It's easily one of my favorite games. It's kind of an indie game. Still an alpha, technically. I think it's on alpha 18.3 now. I always try to get people to play this game with me, I'll be honest. It's changed a lot over the years. I started playing this game in like the earliest stages of alpha when it first came out. There was no leveling. It was pretty basic. And, everything was, I remember you would kill any animal and it was always chicken for some reason. The game's come a long way since then. It's available on PlayStation, and the last time I played it was on PlayStation, but I primarily do play it on PC. I decided to start the game up again just to see what I'd missed, because there have been so many updates since the last time I played, and there's a lot that I'm behind on at this point. For those of you who haven't played 7 Days to Die before, the best way I can describe it would be if Minecraft and Rust, if you're familiar with that game, I know everybody knows Minecraft, if they had a baby, and that baby really preferred the zombie aspect of both. Minecraft, I know, has like some zombie like elements. Now, I guess 7 Days to Die is kind of like a more adult version of Minecraft in a lot of ways. Hi, Kitty. And that's not to say that only children play Minecraft, or only adults can play 7 Days to Die, but it's definitely a lot grittier. There's a little bit more gore and violence. It's a lot more technical with what you can and cannot do. It's much more realistic, not only in graphics, obviously, but just in the way that you have to survive. That being said, a lot of the tactics I use when I played this game last, I can't use in the PC version. But for those of you who are playing PlayStation, a lot of these kind of like shortcuts still apply. So, for example, your weapons and your tools and everything have levels. You can see kind of on my screen, I've only got, like level 1 of everything right now. It's just because I just started this game. If you're playing an older version or you're playing PlayStation, if you continually make things and use them, the skill will improve. So one thing that I would do when I would first play, and I still do it on the PlayStation version, is like when it was time to make the bow, I would make a bunch of arrows first, and then I would make my bow. And by the time I made the bow, it was like 20 something, 30 something, sometimes 100 something, depending on how many feathers I happen to find at the time. Things like that, will definitely help you get ahead in older versions or the PlayStation version of this game. As far as this goes, that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. There are a lot more quests and things that you can do here. They didn't really have that before. You can go to the trader. Where is he? This guy here who's
hey, buddy.
talking crap to me because I don't have any money, which is
you here.
fair, I suppose. But you can go and you can pick up a quest and do little odd jobs and stuff. I already grabbed one, so I'm probably not going to be able to grab another one, but we'll find out. Oh, it worked this time. That's fine. Alright, so I already grabbed the job. Anyway, so I'm going to kind of try to sort out this game, where it is now, and kind of see if I can figure out what I've missed out on and go from there and figure out what I'm doing. So I went down this little like well earlier, and there's a whole bunch of boxes and stuff. So if you guys haven't played in a while, or maybe don't play that frequently, or didn't figure it out, definitely explore all of the Trader Joe areas, or Trader Hugh, I guess, for this guy. There's lots of things that you can loot. I got like an auger and a forge recipe, which didn't even realize that you needed a forge recipe this time around. You didn't need to find the recipe for that before. You used to just make it with like a lead pipe and some animal hide and call it a day. when I found the trader, it was like right where I had dropped off. So I was very confused. I saw this monstrosity from behind. I was like, what the heck is that? And I was jealous. And then I tried to hit it, and it made this awful sound that I'm going to recreate just for you guys, because it's terrible. Every time. And then I realized that I was probably really not going to be able to break into anything. So you can get encumbered easily, which if you guys have played like a lot of the Elder Scrolls games, you're familiar with that concept. So I usually create a storage chest when I first start this game anyway, just so I can drop stuff off so I don't end up with too much stuff in my inventory. Being over encumbered wasn't a thing before. It is now, obviously. So even more so, some kind of storage box or a little chest needs to be made right away. I'm sorry I keep looking off to the side. I'm babysitting these cats, and there's this one who I call her Onomatopoeia among several other names because I can't remember this cat's actual name. I think it's like Ona or Anna or something like that. I don't know. Onomatopoeia. And she's super clingy and needy and hanging out. Hi, Kate. Hi. Meow. So she might walk across the keyboard or do something crazy. Don't lick me. It's weird. I'm not going to stop you. But, oh, you're so gross. Ew. I don't know why I'm petting you. Don't eat me. That's not nice. And she's really sweet and cuddly, but she's also extremely annoying. She will bring me socks like in the middle of the night and just meow at me. I have a whole pile of socks in my room every single night. What is this? It's just broken debris. All right. She just carries them around like they're her little babies. Just aggressively meows at me until I come and like, marvel at her work, essentially. So this game in general, 7 Days to Die, I typically I can like rope my friends into playing with me for short stints, but nobody tends to play for that long. One thing that was really annoying, that might still be the case actually with the PC version anyway, is let's say you're playing the game, you've got all this stuff, you've made all this progress, you got this awesome base, you're like 50 some days in, whatever, everything's great, and then the developers decide that they want to update something in this game. They've decided that it's time to make some kind of improvement. Here's a patch or whatever, new version. You can no longer access the file that you were playing in before. Everything is, it's not necessarily wiped, but you can't get into it and you have to kind of start all over. Definitely wasn't the most appealing part of the game, that's for sure. I'm encumbered, that's fine. I don't care. So, you get to a point, you're playing with everybody, and you got really far, and then there's this patch, and everybody's like, no, why? And you'd start all over, and a lot of my friends especially did not want to. Why are you licking my arm? Can I help you? They didn't want to start over. So after a while, everybody stopped playing. So before, you could beat up these tires, and really, why are you licking me? And, oh, that was so quick. You'd be able to get like a tire for making the mini bike. I don't know if that's, you're really gonna just rub my arm while I'm playing. That's fine. This is fine. So right now I'm just kind of exploring. I loot everything. I can't help myself. There's something angry in here with me. It drives me nuts. I don't know where they are. Oh, chili. Oh, hobo stew recipe. I'm for it. I appreciate all the random things they add to this game. And, like, all the graphic updates. Like, this game, when it first started, looked super clunky. And now it looks pretty nice, honestly. Like, they're beating something. I'm going to end up getting attacked from behind. This is going to be awful. And they're just looting crap. Where are you? gonna slowly make my way to, what is it, a pig? I should murder it. Oh, what? It just jumped. Oh, you're so angry. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, you're so angry. Shit. Oh, it killed me. So that was new. Apparently you don't lose experience if you die. Also, the pigs didn't attack you before, although that looked like some kind of wild boar. And I was not prepared for that. Spawn on my bed. Alright, well, it's time to get my stuff back, because I was super rude. Max XP. So there's that storage chest I was talking about earlier. I have my settings at drop my backpack on death and not my tool belt. I feel like the tool belt is more important to keep. That's all your like immediate go-to stuff. What's up, zombie? And it's one of those things like if that's if I'm trying to go and retrieve my things, it's not going to be easy. What's up, friend? Nope, we're not. I got no armor. And I have no arrows. But anyway, like I was saying, usually you'll have like a gun or whatever on you, or you know, your bow and hopefully some arrows, and you'll be able to easily go get all your stuff back that way. If you have just your whole backpack on you, you're trying to quickly pick up your tool belt, it's not always as effective if you have nothing to fight zombies with. Run away! Run away! I probably swore a lot accidentally there. Accidentally on purpose. I'll find that stupid boar and eat him at some point. That was a terrible call on my part, but I had no idea it was going to fight me. I totally thought that it was going to be like the pigs before. And, oh, there you are. What's up, buddy? Oh. Run away again, slowly. Hi. Oh, there's another one. No, I know better now. I'm not fighting that. Knock it. Oh, he's so angry. He didn't like that. I have no archery skill right now. I'm not gonna screw with that boar. Okay, it kind of seems like I'm hitting a... Oh, you're jogging at me. Why? Don't jog at me. He's so angry. It kind of seems like I'm hitting like a wood house when I hit them. Ooh, back off, man. How are you running that fast? God. You stay down. You're all still getting up. Why? How many hits are you gonna take? Oh, shit. Disoriented. And I'm infected. There we go. Couldn't figure out how to use the bandages there. So many changes. They still take a lot of hits. Oops. Cold. Die. Am I out of arrows now? Seriously? I hit the other one. Make some arrows. Run away! I gotta lose your friend though. You guys are super rude. I'm terrible at this. Oh no! So you guys weren't there for when I was messing around earlier, but previously, you could loot the zombies. He's got so many arrows just sticking out of him. But when I killed another zombie earlier, I could not loot him. So you know what I think was happening there? It seems like there's wood coming off. I think I'm breaking the arrows that are in him. That's a neat effect if that's the case, as opposed to like messing up. Really? Can I loot you? Oh, I can get my arrows back. That's nice. Thank you for that. It was always so frustrating. You'd like shoot all these arrows and you're like, it's literally like in the guy. Like I can't get these back. Really. Yay. More. There's a lot of stones. So apparently now, when you start this game, you have a temporary resistance to extreme heat and cold, which was not always the case. It was always kind of a random grab bag of where you were going to end up spawning originally in the game. And if you ended up, you know, like in the desert or in a snowy area, you were kind of screwed. Apparently you have 6 days to get it together. What's that? Which is kind of nice, because then you don't have to worry about, you know, where you spawn. You can focus on just getting yourself set up. I'm already infected, so congratulations me. You guys watched me die like an idiot. And by a wild boar, no less. Not even by a zombie. Like, you can see where the arrow went to. It's literally sticking out of his face, and he's just gonna keep going. I wonder if you take like there's like a penalty for hitting your arrow instead of the guy. He's still going. You are the worst. Just die. God. Huh. Even how many arrows I have. Not paying attention. 36. That's cool. I wonder if this ups my archery. Give me my arrows. So, clearly I haven't played this game in a while. There's a lot of new things there that I am super unfamiliar with. I promise I'm not normally this bad. I'm still normally pretty bad, but just, you know, not this bad. Like I said, I've been playing mostly on PlayStation, which isn't necessarily my preference. I don't prefer it, but I don't necessarily prefer PC either. It's just kind of depending on what I'm in the mood for. God, seriously? How many friends do I have? They're all so angry sounding. I thought I went outside and killed everybody, but I was wrong. Y'all are the worst. Just like attacking the doors or something. I like these little chestnut things. So previously, like a closet. Oh, I bet you they're downstairs. I'm encumbered though. I'm gonna turn my stuff back in. There's another one. So many zombies. Where's my bed? On the map. There we go. Totally forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry about that. Probably didn't matter. So some guy had reached out to me on Instagram, and he was like, "Hey, I watched some of your videos, and you're really awkward." Yeah, like I literally say that in all of these videos. You're not telling me stuff I don't know. My Instagram, if anybody's interested, is, you know, not that fascinating, you know, as a whole. It's mostly pictures of cats. I do have some like weight loss progress pictures on there. I decided I didn't want to be chubby anymore, and I'm trying to do something about that. I'm not really good at doing something about that, but you know, I'm making the effort all the same. But yeah, he's like, you know, I watched, you know, like your video, and I've seen like some other videos out there, and you don't do it like, you know, everybody else does. And it's like, well, to be fair, all right, like, hear me out on this. If everybody is doing the exact same thing, that's also kind of boring. Like, probably not for everybody. That's fine. Like, I get that. Like, it's, you know, very, you know, I'm weird. I'm a little awkward and stuff, and I don't know what I'm doing. And watching me might not necessarily be for people who, you know, want to watch that particular style that's already out there. But at the same time, if we're all doing the exact same thing all the time, why not just watch one person? Why are we watching a bunch of people? That doesn't really bring anything new to the table at that point. I got some blueberries. Nice. So, you know, I'm all for criticism or feedback or whatever. Like, I get that there are definitely things that could be done better, and I'm not saying that I am the best that there is or anything like that, because that's ridiculous. We all know that's not true. But I mean, if your criticism is, you don't do it like everybody else, well, you know, shit, like, that's not new information at all. Of course I don't do it like everybody else. Everybody else doesn't do it like everybody else. Why do I have this seat? Go away. But you know, it is interesting feedback. Lockpick. So constantly in this game, I was complaining about how you can't pick locks when I was playing before, because you couldn't, which was ridiculous to me. The only way to get inside any building was to literally break the door down with like an axe with your bare hands. And I'm like, there's gotta be a way. Like, I personally, anytime I move into any new place ever, first thing I do is figure out how to break into my own home. Like, that is like my number one priority. I want to know how to break in just in case I get trapped. And I absolutely know how to break into my own house. And I feel like if I were living in some kind of apocalyptic situation, I would at some point become a master lockpick. Like, you're going to get a lot of practice. Most people lock their doors, you know, when they leave, and maybe when they're running from zombies, they lock the doors behind them. I don't know. But there are a lot of locked doors in the world in general and in this game. And to not be able to pick any locks when everybody's using the same standard, like, boring, you know, like, simple lock or whatever. You can't pick it, really? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm infected, like I was saying earlier, and I think I need like honey or tea or something. I know I need antibiotics can do it, but I don't have any of those. But you know what? I bet that trader guy's got antibiotics. This is my chick that I made. She's, you know, mild infection. Get worse, touch your body. Yeah, so only antibiotics. That's fine. Let's see if I can get some. So I'm sorry I'm all sniffly. I was sick for a while. I got all these stalkers hanging out outside. Where did they all come from? There's so many. You guys are awful. Stop screaming. Nope. Running away. Run away. Right into this guy's arms. And, oh, he's jumping. Why are they jumping? They did not do this before. There's a whole new element to this game. I'm so glad the trader is right here. I know previously the zombies couldn't get in, but they just like angrily hang out outside. So you get this whole collection. And then at night, you'd get kicked out of the trader's area anyway. So it's probably what's going to end up happening to me at some point. I'm going to end up surrounded with a bunch of jerk zombies. See if I can buy some antibiotics. You don't have any. That's cool. Let's see if Trader Hugh has any. Oh, what's this? Oh. As if I'm playing with other people.
Could you be any louder?
Yes.
You trying to wake the dead?
I could be louder. Chemicals? Maybe. Do you have antibiotics? Is that a no? maybe if I type it in all. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright.
That's enough chit chat for me today.
Yeah, I'm sure. So. Infection. Honey, herbal. Alright, so maybe he's got honey. You got honey? May I see your inventory? But also honey. No, you don't have honey either. I know I need to avoid or take antibiotics. It sucks. Oh well. Worst
That's
case
enough
scenario,
chit-chat for
I
me
die from
today.
it in like 6 days or something, is what I was saying. Or 7. I don't remember. Eventually it'll kill you. It's fine. Alright. Well, there's only one option. We're gonna go back to that awful house. Gotta make some more arrows. Kind of important. So, like I was saying earlier, anytime I play this game, I've always looted everything, and it's awful. But almost everything has some kind of a use at some point. Sometimes the use isn't immediately clear. You know, you're like kind of like there's like human waste. Usually, you know, you don't think that there would be any use for that, but then it's used for like, you know, farming and stuff. Oh, there's a whole straight. Oh, that's frightening. No, I don't want any part of that. Now the ground is falling apart around here. Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? Now I'm like drowning. Oh, this is awful. I can't breathe here. What the heck? This game has really come a long way. Like, I don't know if you guys have played this, but there's so many changes. Like, that was never a thing before. I'm honestly impressed. It's like a sinkhole. Curious. Yeah. I mean, I hear them. They're up there, wanting to be friends with me. Aggressively wanting to be friends with me. Pick up off his chair. I'm guessing he's upstairs. Oh. God damn it. Ooh, what is that? That's nice. Munitions box. I just swore a lot there. You're gonna have to, like, you know, edit that out or something. I think I have this torch underwater. I'm 100% wet. Oh, yeah. Jeez. Alright, so duly noted, you can fall through the floor now. That's good to know. And pigs are dangerous animals. I guess it's not entirely shocking. Oh god, everything's falling apart. This is terrifying. This game is great. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and quit here. Being stalked by lumberjack zombies. So yeah, I mean, like I said, this is still one of my favorite games. There's a lot of changes, a lot of things that are new, even from, you know, the differences between the PlayStation version. That's on my PlayStation is the most up-to-date version, has not even half of what you see here, which is kind of unfair to PlayStation users that they don't get the most up-to-date version of this game. But they may have just stopped adding to it because this PC version is leagues beyond where the PlayStation version is, and I haven't seen any updates for the PlayStation version for a while, so they may just be done with it. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it, to be honest with you. Being that I play on both, I don't really care too much if one isn't getting all the updates and the other one is. I don't ever feel like I'm left out when it comes to stuff like that. But either way, I just wanted to kind of show you guys another one of my favorite games. I may or may not play it again for you at some point if you want to see that, once I've, mastered the game all over again. Anyway, either way, next video should be back to Vampire the Masquerade, and we'll do the hotel that I was telling you guys about before. Any feedback, any comments, or anything you guys would like to see, let me know. Somebody did reach out. I've had a couple people mention a couple different games that they'd like to see me play or think that I might enjoy, so I am going to check those out. I definitely always appreciate new game suggestions. I'm always looking for something new to play. I have some weird distraction issue with video games where I constantly bounce between games. I'll go and I'll play a game, and then I'll intensely get into this game and then just completely forget about it for a year for no reason, and then I'll want to go back and play it again, but I'll have to start over because I haven't played it in a year, and it's just awful. But anytime I hear about a new game or something, I'll always give it a shot. Don't mind me, my keyboard's kind of dusty. Don't judge me for that. That's rude. But yeah, if your feedback is, you're awkward, guess what? I already know, so I don't. I mean, you can say it if you really want to. That's fine. That'd be an interesting set of comments. Just a bunch of people being like, you're an awkward person. I mean, I guess there are worse things to be. But yeah, like, subscribe, comments. I don't know why I'm telling you that, you don't already know. Obviously, if you like it, you'll like it. If you want to subscribe to it, you'll subscribe to it. But I don't know, I guess it's a thing, and yeah.